Hello, my name is Claire and I am an application specialist at PerkinElmer. In this tutorial, I will be demonstrating how to work with populations in Volocity quantitation. When you identify objects using measurements tasks, they are automatically grouped into populations. Tasks can then be performed using populations, which makes analysis such as finding the nearest or furthest neighbours or counting objects contained within other objects quick and easy. Click once on the data in the library and click on the Measurements tab. The first step in finding a population of objects is to add a Find task to the measurement protocol. This is done by either dragging the task onto the protocol or double-clicking the task. In this case, a Find Objects task has been added to the protocol. Ensure that the correct channel is selected. This is the channel in which Volocity will search for objects. We will start by finding objects labelled by the green back DNA probe. The next step, always, is to name the population. You may also wish to select a colour to represent the population. After adding a Find Objects task, Volocity will automatically attempt to separate the members of the population from the background. The automated method used to find objects makes a start to the protocol, but often refinement is required to select the exact population that you are interested in. To refine the Find Object settings, click on the cog to access the Task's Options dialog. You can then adjust the threshold used to separate objects from background. After adding a Find Objects task, a page is added to the Measurements table in which the members of each population are displayed. The name given to the population is displayed on the drop-down, and each object is assigned the colour selected in the Find task. The features of each member of the population that you wish to measure can be selected by clicking the Measure button in the footer of the protocol. You can now start to identify a second population, the red back DNA probe, from your image sequence. Again, start with a Find Objects task. Select the channel in which to search for the members of the population, name the population, and choose a colour. Again, a new page is automatically added to the measurements table. You can select which population is displayed using the drop-down. If you wish to see measurements from all the populations on the same page, select the All Populations option. Finally, we will create a third population to identify the nuclei. This starts with a Find Objects task and follows the same steps as we've been using for the other populations. But now we need to exclude objects that are too small to be nuclei. The Find Objects task has a minimum size threshold that we can employ here. Enter the minimum size in this field. Further tasks can be added to the protocol to further refine the selection of the population. To do this, double-click on a task to automatically add it to the bottom of a protocol, or drag it into place within your protocol. Make sure that the task is added within the bubble for that population. Here, the Separate Touching Objects task has been added to the protocol, which completes it. The Measure button is always found in the same place, in the footer of the protocol, regardless of the protocol's complexity. There is no restriction on the number of populations you can have, and you may even make multiple populations from the same channel. You may switch between populations using the pages on the measurements table. Only the objects of a particular population are shown at one time, and you may even look at individual objects by selecting the row in the measurements table. Just that object will be illuminated with feedback. Thank you for joining me for this Volocity tutorial. If you would like any more information about Volocity, please contact one of our imaging specialists.